They really messed up when they came after me, thinking they could just bulldoze a guy like me without a fight. I'm Jake Harlan, just a regular 38-year-old tech consultant working from home. But deep down, I've always been that kid tinkering with gadgets in the garage, turning scrap into something useful. 2 years back, I snagged this 25-acre spread outside Dallas, Texas. Nothing fancy, just overgrown fields, a creaky old house, and a barn that looked like it'd cough up dust forever. But man, it was my slice of heaven, where I could chase that off-grid dream, growing my own food, raising some chickens and sheep, and rigging up all sorts of automated systems to make it run smooth. Life was good out there, peaceful. I'd set up solar panels that powered everything from my irrigation setup, which pulled weather data to water the veggies just right, to a smart coop that locked up at dusk to keep the foxes out, even a sensor that buzzed my phone if a sheep was about to lamb. Neighbors from the nearby Silver Oaks subdivision, mostly upscale folks with their perfect lawns, would swing by for fresh eggs or veggies, and I'd rent out spots for camping or small gatherings. The road to my place cut through their HOA land, but I had this ironclad easement from the old owner, filed way back in the 70s, guaranteeing me free access no matter what. No big deal for years. I even got tight with folks like Tom and Margaret Wilkins, this retired couple next door. Tom, an old mechanic, helped debug my wilder inventions, and Margaret traded her killer apple pies for my produce. We had this easy rhythm until that damn letter showed up. It was one of those official-looking envelopes that screams trouble, vague talk about road security upgrades, and an HOA meeting at the Silver Oaks clubhouse. I figured I'd go, clear up any mix-up, but walking in that rainy evening, my boots tracking mud on their shiny floors, I felt the shift right away. There was Victor Langford, the new HOA president, slick suit, fake smile, fresh from some big real estate gig in Houston, standing up front with Helen Graves, the manager, who looked like she'd sucked the joy out of a birthday party. Victor droned on about pool fixes and barbecues, then dropped the bomb. "We're developing Silver Oaks Luxe, high-end homes that'll boost everyone's values by 35%, he said, flashing these glossy renders of mansions with pools and gyms. "But here's the catch," he adds with that oily grin. "That eyesore farm out back is dragging us down with all its traffic. Trucks, campers, you name it. So we're installing a top-notch security gate tomorrow. Stone pillars, cameras, the works, to keep out the riffraff." I shot up from my chair, heart pounding. "Hold on. That's my farm you're talking about, and I've got a legal easement for that road. You can't just fence me out." The room went dead quiet, Victor's eyes narrowing like I'd crashed his party. "Mr. Harlan," he says, all condescending, "that old agreement's outdated. HOA controls community access now. But hey, we're fair. You can buy a key card for $2,500 a year. Think of it as investing in security." I fired back about the recorded deed, how my place predated half their houses, but he just waved it off. Board voted unanimously, construction starts at dawn, and moved on like I was yesterday's news. Driving home in the dark, rain slapping the windshield, I felt this knot in my gut, like they were squeezing me out for their fancy project. Later, Sam Thornton, a longtime resident, pulled me aside in the lot, whispering, "Victor's tied to the developers, gets a fat cut if he clears your land. This gate's just step one. Next it'll be fake violations, water shutoffs till you sell cheap. He's pulled this crap before." That night, I called my buddy Sophia Reyes, a sharp real estate lawyer from back in school. She listened as I paced the kitchen, spilling it all. "Jake, easements don't vanish because some HOA votes," she said, already clicking through records. "Get a certified copy tomorrow. We can fight for an injunction, but courts are slow. Could take weeks. By morning, though, the machines were roaring, fence going up, gate slamming across my only road out, even encroaching a bit on my side. Victor rolls up, smug as hell, waving a permit I couldn't grab. "This is private now, Harlan. Pay up or park it." Helen hands me a temp card, sneering. 7 days, then full fee, no installments. I was fuming, humiliated swiping that thing to leave my own damn land. But I grabbed the easement docs from the county, where the clerk raised an eyebrow. Solid as rock, since a 75? Who'd challenge that? Sophia confirmed it was bulletproof, but the delay game was on. They knew I'd bleed cash fighting. Back home, staring at that ugly gate, something clicked. If they toll my way in, why not toll theirs out? My survey showed their fence dipped 3 feet onto my property. A sloppy mistake. That's trespass, Sophia said, eyes lighting up. Gives you leverage. I looped in Mike Donovan, my contractor pal who hated HOA suits as much as I did. They figured you'd roll over, he grunted, studying the maps. We planned fast. Build my own toll booth right there, on my turf, automated with my tech know-how. Over the weekend, under floodlights, Mike's crew and I hammered away. A sturdy booth with a barrier arm, card reader, signs screaming $15 per pass or $80 monthly, cash or app. Solar-powered, bulletproof against sabotage. By Sunday, cars piled up. Residents baffled. What's this? A mom in an SUV asks. I smile. Roads on my land here. Since HOA charges me, fair's fair. Some grumbled but paid to get home. Helen spots it first, face twisting. This is outrageous. Calling Victor now. He storms in, purple with rage. You're blocking our road, Harlan. Illegal. I stay cool. Your words, Victor. Private property. Survey says this chunk's mine. Call the cops if you want. He does, blustering into his phone. But Officer Diaz shows up, checks my papers. Civil dispute, sir. He's on his land. Victor sputters off, but I knew the gloves were off. They called emergency meetings, hired a hotshot lawyer named Edward Klein who sent cease and desist letters full of bluster, ordinance violations, nuisance claims. Sophia shredded them. Intimidation tactics. Hold firm. Residents started griping at Victor, not me. Why pay double just to live here? Mia Vargas, a reporter from the Dallas Observer, sniffed out the story, interviewed me at the farm. I didn't pick this fight, I told her, showing the docs. Her piece blew up online, painting Victor as the bully, turning my booth into a viral spot. Folks driving by for pics, sharing their own HOA nightmares. But Victor doubled down. My cameras caught him at 2 a.m. with Klein and some goon, smashing the terminal, spray-painting lenses. Gotcha, I muttered, footage auto-uploading to the cloud. Filed charges. Released the video. Residents furious at the next meeting. You're dragging us into lawsuits, Victor. What the hell? Digging deeper, I uncovered his dirty secret. Kickbacks from elite crest builders, the devs behind the Lux project. He'd hidden my easement from the board, faked permits to dodge flags. Leaked emails showed his plan. Starve Harlan out. He'll sell low once access hurts. I set a trap. Invited him to negotiate at Sophia's office. He shows late, all swagger with Klein. You can't win, Harlan. We'll bury you in court fees. He brags about manipulating the board. Those fools vote blind. Unaware we were recording, legal in Texas with notice posted. Boom! I dropped it all. Video, emails, ties to devs, the tape. Sent to every resident, Mia's paper ran a scorcher, expose on his greed. How he'd sell out the community for personal gain. Chaos erupted. Board fired him, facing my suit. They yanked the gate, locked in my easement forever, paid damages and fees. Elite Crest bailed on the project amid the stink. The land went to a green trust, keeping things rural. Victor tried suing me for slander. Court laughed it off. He pled out on vandalism, doing community service, sold his house, slunk away shunned. That toll cash, over $12K, started a fund for folks battling HOA tyrants. My farm? Turned it into a community spot. Workshops on solar tech. Gardening classes with Margaret leading. Tom teaching kids circuits. We host markets, school trips. It's a hub now, not a fight zone. Property values climbed anyway. Turns out folks prefer a lively farm neighbor over cookie-cutter mansions. But here's the thing that sticks with me. Was I too vengeful, turning their game against them, or just standing ground in a world where power plays dirty? Makes you wonder if these HOA setups breed bullies, or if it's us little guys who sometimes push back too hard. What about you? Ever tangled with an HOA nightmare, or seen justice flip like this? Drop a comment. Share your take on who's right when land and greed collide. Love hearing your stories. Might even shout out the wildest ones next time. Hit like if this fired you up, subscribe for more Real Talk tales. Thanks for watching.